who's just finished his oscillating struggle against Hikaru Nakamura. Magnus, the game seemed to be going backwards and forwards. What were your impressions?
Well, first of all, I have to say I'm a little bit ashamed of my move b3 because I didn't grasp his idea at all. No.
Right. Yeah. No, so
I just figured like any double exchange here, I have a nice little edge with the space advantage, and then when he went b6, I understood that. Well, I had to do something special to keep the game going at least. So this idea was sort of strange, just to allow him to take on d5. But I think this position is not as good for black as it looks, since the c file is.
yeah.
I mean, if we put the pawn on b7, then black is better probably.
Yes.
But with the pawn on b6,
Because there's a rook coming in.
Yeah, there was a rook coming to c6.
Yeah. Yeah. How about this little variation that we looked
Yeah.
at with the knight coming to d4? No, obviously not takes.
No, not takes. No.
Just after the knight comes to d4. Sorry.
Yeah, like this?
Yeah.
By the way, a3 here was also possible. I don't know why that shouldn't be played, but okay.
Yes, possibly. Yeah.
A position like this, yeah?
Yeah. And so knight d4 and then b5, for example.
Yeah.
Just.
I don't know, rook c7? Can't really challenge the.
And you play f4 on the other side of the board. So.
Go rook c3, king h2, then start thinking about.
Right.
Yeah. He doesn't have that much going for him apart from the knight.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, I mean, what he did looked insanely risky to me. Like here again, I assume a4 is just a much worse version, since I will also have a passed b-pawn. But perhaps rook c6 wasn't such a good practical choice. Because the thing is, I realized he had to go for f4 here, but it didn't look very good to me.
Yeah. Actually, the engine was suggesting b5, which is...
Exactly. I was very much regretting not going for this. Because I think if knight c5, then takes queen e5, probably rook e8, queen f4, and d6 looms.
And your bishop suddenly is in action.
I mean, I have no idea why I didn't go for this. Since I saw these moves after. I mean, I can sack the exchange in other ways as well, like d6, e4, queen c5, and it's very hard to imagine that I'm running any risk here.
Yes.
No, I mean this was just. I guess it was. I don't even know what to say. I mean, this was just a poor decision.
Yeah.
Practically speaking. So.
Yeah.
Like rook b8, rook c6. I mean, everything here looks very unpleasant.
So can we move on a bit? When did you start to sense you were in trouble or in danger, or were you nervous because of the time situation? You were in time pressure rather than time.
Well, I have to say immediately after he did this, I started realizing that the variations I'd looked at were rather hopeful.
Yeah. Optimistic.
Optimistic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd seen all sorts of lines where you cannot really do anything, and eventually I managed to simplify. And if I keep at least one of these guys, especially the b-pawn, then it's going to be awfully unpleasant.
Yeah.
For him, but I mean, I missed a number of things here. I didn't see anything but queen d6, and here Yeah. This just looked very nice to me originally. I thought everything's protected.
Yeah.
Rook a2, rook c2 is safe, and it should be much better. But
And perhaps rook c8 check was
here.
This is what Hikaru was saying, and
Yeah.
takes, and then
he
king
doesn't
h1.
he can't play king g7.
King 7. Well, then it takes f3
knight
and
g3
then queen g3 and
bishop f1.
and bishop
Exactly.
f1.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you keep your b pawn, which you've been wanting so
Yeah,
much.
I mean that's sort of what I should aim for. So I don't know why I.
And here bishop takes f3.
But knight
yeah.
e5. Is there some miracle cure?
Bishop
here?
g2 or something?
Bishop
You
g2,
know, is
rook
there no
f2.
rook f2 and your
And rook c7 takes. There's I
Yeah,
cannot win the
yeah.
knight as far as I can see.
okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there is a solution
Yes,
here.
yes.
Anywhere.
We didn't check that
Yeah.
one. You know,
Anyway,
this,
here, I just completely missed king g7. So I mean, yeah, queen g3 was possible, but I wanted something more still.
yeah.
No, I just missed this completely. Like I was completely fixated on this, and just trying to work out. He should probably trade. Rook b7 first.
b5.
B5 takes. I was just trying to work out the safest way to get winning chances here. And then here went king g7, and I realized that this is not pleasant anymore. And here, I mean, here I've kind of been hoping for. I realized that he wanted to play knight e4 as soon as I played queen e1, but I think that's a pretty bad move. After rook c4, and if rook a1, then
Takes.
yeah.
Oh, yes, and it's covered.
Everything's
covered.
Yeah.
You've covered that diagonal.
Yeah, maybe
very sneaky of you.
Yeah, maybe I think he probably missed.
He gave another variation.
Yeah.
He gave another variation with rook c2.
Yeah, maybe this works as well.
Yeah.
And rook a2. I mean, this is just sad. I mean, he didn't really need to take.
Yeah, there were plenty
perpetual.
of moves.
Yeah, I mean, knight e5. It should all be very drawn, but again, here I thought knight f4, to be honest.
And still some.
Maybe this and this, but
Still some difficulties.
fun it is not.
Yeah.
I mean, I was intending this, and then this, knight c6, something, knight d4, and I thought
It's going to be a draw.
I thought we're getting to move 40, and I'm going to find a way to clean it out.
Yeah.
But still, knight g4 was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the thing is, I mean, not to play b5 is just insane.
Right. Yeah.
Just practically speaking, with this time control, I mean, you need to play for the initiative sometimes.
Yeah, and just preventing his initiative.
Exactly.
With
I mean, I have no clue what he's going to do after b5. I mean, practically speaking, it's awful. Queen e5.
Yeah. And all attack. So anyway, thanks for your comments
thank you.
Good luck for
Is Vlad still playing?
yeah. But give us your instantaneous view on that. What's your?
So this is a threat.
And in fact, what's he doing? So king g6.
Huh?
Is there another move? I don't see another move. He's played it.
Yeah, he's played it. Knight to d6.
So unpleasant.
Yeah, it's unpleasant.
Yeah, unpleasant.
But I think still closer to a draw than a win.
Yeah.
Like knight here, king f6 takes, rook b5.
And something should be a draw.
And suddenly black is coordinated.
Yeah. Magnus, thank you very much
Thank
again
you.
for your comments, and see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you
Oh, not tomorrow.